So again, welcome everyone to our webinar. This is a series of webinars we will have, which starts now in December with a webinar about Latvian Christmas traditions. And we will have 5 more webinars introducing the living intangible heritage of other partner countries we have in this project. So let me tell you first some words about today's agenda. First, we will introduce you to the ECHO project. It's an Erasmus Plus strategic partnership in which we are doing this webinar today. Then we will talk more about 2 Latvian Christmas traditions, which are memory and burning of the Yule log. Of course, these are only 2 of many Christmas traditions we have, but we have chosen to tell more about these 2. And you will also have opportunity to see a very interesting video done in Latvia by a folklore company. Then in the second part of our webinar, we will have a creative workshop where all of us will have a fantastic opportunity to make our own puzurs. Puzurs, that's a traditional Latvian winter decoration. And you will find much more about the puzurs later in today's webinar. Let me now tell you very shortly about the ECHO project. So ECHO project is an Erasmus Plus partnership, which started in January this year and will finish in 1 year, so in December 2023. We are a partnership of 6 organizations. So we have partners from Germany, Zentrum für interkulturelle Bildung und Arbeit. We have Green Elephant Foundation from Poland. We have Varna, a folklore company from Greece, Project School from Italy, Municipality of Vila do Conde from Portugal, and we are Creative Ideas from Latvia. So today we are here, Anita Kairisha, which is our creative director of our NGO. And there's also Sanita Putniņa, the head of our NGO, and me, Alisa Vitola. In the project, we have the following aims. We are working on a training program, European Cultural Heritage. This program will consist of several parts. First of all, currently we are working on workshops, which are introducing festivals, handicrafts, and foods of our countries. Next, we will work on an interactive online game, which will allow any person interested also to test their knowledge and to find out more about culture in our countries. And finally, we are also working on a guide, which will help people who have decided to start a business or are interested to start a business based in cultural heritage. So today, as I mentioned, we are starting a series of webinars introducing cultural heritage of partner countries. And we are starting with Christmas traditions in Latvia. Just an interesting fact to start our presentation. Latvia is supposed to be first country that had a decorated Christmas tree. Well, I must tell you that Estonians are claiming the same. However, there's actually the first written record about the decorated Christmas tree comes indeed from Riga, Latvia. It is from year 1510. So what happened? Men of local merchants' guide decorated the Christmas tree with artificial roses that are a symbol of Virgin Mary. They apparently danced around the Christmas tree in the marketplace and later burned it. And here in the picture, you can see the Dome Square from Riga, where each year we are displaying our Riga's or city's Christmas tree. And around this, we usually also have a very nice Christmas market. So if you decide to visit Riga, then Christmas time is a nice time to come because we have very beautiful Christmas markets in our city. Also, I wanted to show you a map. It's just for our people, for our foreign friends that have joined this webinar and maybe who have not yet visited Latvia. So here's the map of Europe, and you can see that Latvia is in northeast of Europe, close to the external border of Europe and close to the Scandinavian countries. Also, that's why we can say that our Christmas traditions is also a mix from, has influence from our eastern side, from Slavic countries, from the north, from Scandinavian countries, and also we have a strong, of course, German heritage because of the German presence in the Baltics for hundreds of years. Let me now tell you more about Christmas in Latvia. So actually in Latvia, we call Christmas Ziemassvētki, which doesn't have any connection with Christ, as we say it in English or in other languages. It means simply winter festival. And it's the time in winter solstice when we celebrate the longest night of the year. Over the centuries, of course, our pagan traditions have mixed with, blended with the Christian ones. But today we will introduce you two traditions which are more to the pagan side, to the folk tradition side, and which are mamari, which we call in Latvian iet budeļos, ķekatās vai čigānos, which is done not only exactly on Christmas Eve, but also around this time in winter. And the second tradition is burning of the Yule log. So the first tradition that you see here with a very nice picture is called mamari. So to do this activity, people have to dress in various masks. And what they did in the past, they did dress up in various masks and went from village to village. And it was done in order to bring blessings to the houses they visited and drive away evil spirits. Also, what people did in order to scare away these evil spirits, they played music and used not only music instruments, but different tools that you can make a big noise with, like also pans and pots and so on. Also bells, for example, I could take bells from animals and take with them. Singing has a prominent role in this tradition. What's different in this case, that these songs are not the serious songs, but those were songs to make fun of the people that the mummers visited. And well-known masks were, for example, a bear, a deer, a crane, a haystack, a goat, a wolf, gypsy, soldier, a living corpse, a death, devil, witch, and many others. We will see also in the video some examples of masks. Also, what people use, they use just things they had at home. They didn't, sometimes they made some special masks, but also masks like this you can easily make from things already available in your house, which we will see in the video in a few minutes. Here, I wanted to show you a Latvian folk song about mummers, and I will read it in Latvian and after that also in English. Nāciet, ļaudis, skatīties, kādi brauca būdēlīši, purva dzēra meža lācis, visu pēc balta nāve. Here we have several masks mentioned in this song. So in English it would be, come people watch, who were the mummers? Swamp crane, wild bear, white death as the last. Now here three popular masks are mentioned, which are the crane, the bear, and the death. And now let me put the video. In the video, we will see examples of special songs that were sung during the mummery, and we will also see some traditional masks.
Ziemassvētkos jāiet ķekatās un jāiet pie labiem ļaudīm. Bet jāpārto par kaut ko pilnīgi citu, nekā es ikdienā esmu. Un mēs lūk arī mēģinājām pārtapt, gatavojot zvēru maskas, filcējot, paši safilcēt. Saliekat filcētās galvā. Nu re kāds. Ir kaķis, ir kaza. Kazai noteikti ir jābūt, obligāti jābūt kazai. Cūka mums ir skaista, nenormāli skaista. Pīle mums ir vēl skaistāka. Un visas ir citu par citu skaistāk. Man nav līdz filcētā, bet man ir suns, kur pie vecas cepurītes piekabināju raibas ausis no saviem raibiem dūraiņiem. Šitie pie tam ir vēl mammas adītie vēl pēdējie laikam. Un arī tā var pārtapt par kaut ko. Es var pārtapt mierīgi par suni. Un tā mēs... Un Alda var pārtapt ar kaut kādu humpalās atrastu cepurīti, var pārtapt par kazu. Jo pietiekoši balta un villaina liec galvā.
Da šis jāņem nost, nav cviks. Labi.
Nu re, un ir villains lopiņš.
So here in this video, I hope you saw it in good quality. At least I don't see any messages in the chat, so I think everything went well. We could see some examples of professionally made masks and also masks that you can easily make at home, like one of the ladies from this folklore company, Madain, is from Saldus, that's a town in Latvia, in western part of Latvia. She just took a hat, added 2 mittens, and she became a dog. Or as in the other example, they took some hat with a lot of fur, and so another lady became a sheep. Let me now continue and tell you shortly about another tradition, which is called burning of the Yule log. That's also a very ancient tradition with a deep symbolic meaning. And also in Latvian folklore, Christmas Eve sometimes is even called a log night. Not a winter solstice, but a log night. And burning of the Yule log symbolizes the beginning of the new solar year and the sun itself. So what was done? People were singing special songs, which with the carol Kaladu, and they were rolling. They took this Yule log, put it in, took it with them, and they were going from farm to farm by rolling it, and eventually burned it. We will see it in a video in a few minutes. After that, people very happily were jumping over the burning log because it was believed that this is how they will attract happiness and blessings. We have a similar tradition also in summer solstice where people are jumping over a big fire that is made for summer solstice. And after this activity of rolling and burning the Yule log, people had a big feast with eating and drinking, where they were eating bread, meat, drinking beer, and also all these foods that we have for Christmas. So traditionally, we have 9 or even 13 foods, right? Sanita, yes.
12, somebody says, or as more is better.
Even more than that, even better. So and some food was also brought to the barn for the animals. Here we see some nice pictures, and here's another one. Here, wait, apologies. Here we see one small participant also actively participating in a rolling of the log. And here's another Latvian folk song. Bluķa māte, bluķa vēle, pašā bluķa vakarā. Lai vēl bluķi 3 reizi nenāks mošķi caur sienu mali. The mother of the log rolled it in the evening of the log. She should roll the log 3 times, then there won't come any mosquitoes along the wall. So it also here we have an example how it is supposed that this activity of rolling and burning the Yule log brings us a different blessings and benefits for the following year. Now I will show you another video with the nice ladies from the folklore company Medainis from Saldus.
Visu gadu dziesmas krāju, olilo, olilo, Ziemassvētkus gaidīdama, olilo, olilo, ja. Nu, atnāca Ziemassvētki, olilo, olilo, nu, dziesmiņas jāizdzied, olilo, olilo, ja. 3 reizītes, olilo, olilo, nenāks mošķi šai zemē, olilo, olilo, ja. Hei, mamīši, klausīties, olilo, olilo, pašā bluķa vakarā, olilo, olilo, ja. Ja bitītes daļi dzieda, olilo, olilo, tad būs silta vasariņa, olilo, olilo, ja. Zīmēt to taku, kur saulē nākt atpakaļ, mēs viņai tagad aizlūkām to bluķi ar visiem mošķiem. Iespēr darvāzi. Ja? Mēs esam iekšā visus. Jā. Kurš kūrā atdecināt? Es domāju, vai jāsim no tagad? Nē, nu kādā, ka vajag. Jā. Visi iesit?
Kārtīgi.
Es nespēju.
Viņi nav tāds pārdeklīgi. Nav tie. Labi, audzināt nespārdos.
Pūti, pūti, ziemelīti, kaladu, kaladu, Ziemassvētku vakarā, kaladu, kaladu, Lētī, pūti, rūdzus, smiežus, kaladu, kaladu, Stalī, vērus, kumeliņus, kaladu, kaladu, Pūti, pūti, ziemelīti, kaladu, kaladu, Ziemassvētku vakarā, kaladu, kaladu, Pūt laukā ienaidiņu, kaladu, kaladu, no maliņu maliņām, kaladu, kaladu, Pūti.
So here in this video, as you probably read in the subtitles, you could see the tradition of rolling the Yule log, and also that we have to heat it before we put it to burn in order to bring blessings and bring away all the evil spirits and bad things that have happened during the year that's ending. And now, after this short introduction to do traditions and also descriptions of these traditions and instructions, how you can do it on your own. So how you can make a mask and go to become a mummer, or how you can burn your own Yule log, will be available on our platform. They're actually available now in English and will be translated to all partner languages as well. And now me and Anita together, we will tell you more about Latvian puzurs, so this traditional Christmas decoration and Anita will tell in Latvian, and then I will translate also into English. And after that, we will do together a joint activity. We will make our own puzurs. So I hope you have prepared materials that we need. So we need straws, 12 straws. You can use paper straws or plastic or whatever you have at home. Here I have the original one that was used in Latvia, which is from plants. And we also need a thread, for example, like this, and a big needle. So Anita will show us how to make puzurs after a few minutes. But first, let's start then our presentation. Anita, sākam mūsu prezentāciju.
Hello, I'm glad to see you. Es nošērot mēģināšu, Alice.
Redzam? Uzliec
Jā.
kopiju.
Jā, pagam, to daļu es uzlikšu. Kurā vietā man bija šite laikam. So. Puzuris ir viens no Latvijas Ziemassvētku tradicionālajiem rotājumiem, viens no senākajiem. Puzuri senie latvieši sāka veidot jau pirms rotāja eglīti.
So puzurs is one of the oldest Christmas decorations in Latvia, and they were made even before we started decorating Christmas tree. So it's really an ancient tradition in Latvia.
Vēl no senākajiem latviešu rotājumiem bija ne tikai puzurs, bet arī egles, balgi, ķisti.
There are some ancient decorations that were used. For example, egle, the fir tree, but it's not a Christmas tree. Anita, egle, tas bija kaut kāds rotājums no salmiem, vai varbūt?
Jā, rotājums no salmiem.
Egle was made also from straws. Yeah, not the Christmas tree. Also, valgi, ķisti, there are different names of other Christmas decorations that were made from natural materials, mostly straws.
Kas ir puzurs? Puzurus, kā jau es arī minēju, ir viens no senākajiem rotājumiem, un to skāra griestos, lai veidotu tādu gaismu un krāsu saspēli, gaismu rotaļu, un puzurim griežoties, radīja ēnas un tādus latviešu rakstu elementus uz sienām. Tā kā bija spēcīga mitoloģiska nozīme ar smalku dekoratīvu funkciju.
So puzurs, they have a deep mythological meaning, and also they were very decorative because puzurs, they were hung on the ceiling, and then with the light and with the shadows, they created different ornaments around on the walls of the room.
Puzuris transformēja negatīvās emocijas, sakārto domas un veidoja tādu kā aizsarglauku un simbolizēja saikni ar Dievu.
Also, puzurs, it's what's supposed to mitigate negative emotions, help to organize our mind, and also to strengthen the connection with God.
Puzuru veidošana ir ļoti smalks un darbietilpīgs process, un viss sākas ar niedru ievākšanu. Niedres parasti ievāca augustā un februārī, bet vislabākais laiks bija oktobris.
So creating puzurs from traditional materials, it's a quite hard work and needs a lot of work to be done. So it all starts with collecting materials. So collecting reeds, it can be done from August to February, but the best time is around October.
Oktobrī tieši tāpēc, ka tajā laikā niedres bija vislabāk nogatavojušās un vislabāk arī derēja kā materiāls un kalpoja kā ziemas un rudens dekorēšanai tieši puzurīši.
And why October? Because in October, the condition of reeds is most suitable to use them for decoration, and that's why puzurs is actually a traditional autumn and Christmas decoration in Latvia.
Pēc niedru ievākšanas tās bija jātīra, jāsagatavo, jānoņem lapas un jāizkaltē.
Now, after we are collecting reeds, we need to take away all the green parts so that only this straw is left, and then they have to be dried.
Un pēc niedru izšāvēšanas niedrēm izmantoja parasti arī ne tikai tos resnākos galus, bet izmantoja visu, jo resnāko garāko, gan tievāko un īsāko, jo puzurs sastāvē no dažādiem smalkiem elementiem.
And as you know, the reed, the bottom part is more thick and the top part is more narrow. So for puzurs, we can use all of these parts because puzurs are of different sizes. And that's how at the end we will see they are connected, bigger ones with smaller ones.
Un, kad niedres ir nožuvušas, tās sagrieza vienādā garumā salmiņos pa 12 gabaliem. Un tad notika vēršanas process ar diegu un adatu. Jo lielāka un smagāka adata, jo vieglāk ar to bija strādāt. Un vēlams diegu izvēlēties smalku, vilnas linu vai citu stipru, izturīgu un izmantot vienu pavedienu no viena garuma diegziņa.
So here you can see materials ready for making a traditional puzur. So they are cut into equal sizes into 12 pieces, because for one puzurs we will need 12. And then we need a heavy needle and a strong, preferably natural thread from fine wool, from linen or other strong and durable thread. And what is suggested to have only one. So we need one long thread, and then with that we can make the whole puzurs.
Jā, un mēdz izmantot pārsvarā melnu, baltu vai brūnas krāsas diegu, bet dekorēšanai arī izmantoja krāsainus diedziņus. Tā ir brīva izvēle.
So traditional colors are black, white or brown, but sometimes also a colorful thread can be used, especially for decorative purposes. So any type of color can be used.
Un salmiņus savēra 12 vienādā garuma salmiņus savēra uz viena diega. Kāpēc 12? 12 simbolizēja un veidoja tādu kā 12 mēnešu gadu.
So here you can see how these 12 pieces are connected. And why 12? Because 12 also symbolizes whole year with 12 months. And also what's important, if you learn to make puzurs correctly, you don't actually need to do any knots, only once at the start and the end point of making a puzurs.
Jā, no viena diega, lai brīvi plūstu enerģija un brīvi karāto šie te puzura elementiņi.
The idea is, it should be preferably one thread so that the energy flows freely and so that the puzurs also is flexible and can move in the air. That's very important to have these, what we mentioned in the beginning, nice decorative shadows, game of shadows and lights.
Jā, Ziemassvētku laikā puzurs simbolizēja prieku par dzīvo gaismu un saules atgriešanos, un tos kā ar istabas stūros, gan istabas vidū, lai tie ar griešanos savāktu sevī negatīvo enerģiju un attīrītu telpu.
So puzurs around the Christmas time, it symbolizes joy about the returning of sun, so that the days become longer again. And puzurs were put in the corners of the room so that they would collect all the evil energy, energetically purify the room.
Un puzurs palīdzēja pārdzīvot tumšo gada laiku, bet lieldienās vai vasaras saulgriežos tos sadedzināja, lai neutralizētu negatīvo enerģiju, un puzuru katru gadu taisīja no jauna.
So puzurs, they were made as a decoration to survive the dark season, but then later in Easter or summer solstice in Latvia, they were burned. And new puzurs were made every year.
Puzuru var veidot no jebkura materiāla, kuram pa vidu ir caurulīte. Tā var būt smilgas, niedres, latvāņi, kokteļu salmiņi mūsdienu interpretācija, ko mēs arī šodien mēģināsim uztaisīt.
So puzurs can be made, of course, from any material, which is a tube. So there are a number of natural plants that we can use, like bents, reeds, latvans. So I'm sure in your country there are different kind of plants that we don't even know, but from which you can make a tube. Or as today we have suggested, in order to make it easier for all of us, we can use paper straws. That's a modern interpretation. Apologies, modern interpretation of puzurs.
Jā, un tagad noskatīsimies nelielu video pamācību, kur meistare Ausma Spalviņa parāda, kā notiek puzura veidošana no niedru ievākšanas līdz gatavam puzuram. Un tikmēr var arī sagatavot materiālu uz darbam salmiņi, diega garumu aprēķina salmiņa garums reiz 16, salmiņa garums centimetros.
So now we will show you again a nice video which will show how a puzurs is made, starting from the collection of materials and ending with the making of puzurs. But while Anita will put us the video, we can already prepare materials. So we need 12 pieces of straw, 12 tubes. Then we need a heavy needle and we need a thread. So thread would be 16 times the length of one of the straws that we will use. Or cut it approximately, but preferably measure it so that you don't have any surprises that your thread is not long enough. So now let's watch a video and let's prepare materials for our workshop.
Vai ir redzams, Alise?
Redzam, jā, palaid skaņu, uzteicamies.
Saglabājas tā kā zīmes. Ļoti pats puzurs ir
We have some problems with sound, but anyway, she's talking Latvian, so we will tell you about that shortly after the video.
Šodien mēs veidosim trīsdimensiju zīmes. Runāt par puzuriem, bet pats svarīgākais moments ir materiāla savākšana.
Let me maybe tell you a few comments during the video. So here she is showing now the material, which are these green reeds. She is showing now the technique, how she will proceed them. Now they are being dried.
Un sāka garināt, bet tagad laiki mainījušies, mums pašiem ir jāvāc un jāsiet pīšķi. Tā, tad, kad jāls ir un sākās, mums sākās gatavošanās. Mēs tagad sanesam kūlīšus iekšā un mēs viņus sagarinām.
Here she is now talking that they should be made equal length in order to make puzurs.
Kur apakša, jo apakšējs vienmēr ir gaišāks. Tā sagarināts, mēs viņus sašķirojam. Un redziet, kāda skaista meditācija, ja? Un mēs šķirojam. Resnāki, tievāki, resnāki, tievāki, resnāki, tievāki.
And then she's sorting them also. Some are thicker, some are more narrow, so that we have a similar type of materials for
Tad, kad mums ir
each
sašķirots
puzurs.
materiāls, mēs liekam viņu citronskābi un siltā ūdeni. Nu, tādā karstā, var teikt, kādā 50 grādi iemērcam, nu, uz kādām pusstundu atkarībā no materiālas jāmērķi ilgāk, mazāk. Tas ir, tu vienkārši pamēģini, kā viņi gribās. Un tad viņus mēs garinām.
Now she said that we have to soak them because it's impossible to cut them when they are dry, then they will get destroyed. They have to be soaked in warm water and citric acid, and then we cut them in equal size.
Un garinām. Tā mēs visi vienādā resumā, mēs arī esam vienādā garumā. Tam maisā un mums pat ziemu ir cisu mais. Vai nu tā būs pēc pirms meditācija un pavasarī ir. Mēs viņu liekam. Mēs nāk zemes ir tīras un arī viņš mēslojās. Praktiski gan rotājamies, gan praktiski maksimāli praktiski viņš neko ārā nevar. Viņam ir koeficients. Un pūsmiņus to labprāt es dāvinu floristiem, jo viņiem atkal ir materiāls tāds ikdienišķi, ko vispār nevar. Tā, ir materiāls.
Here we can see ready-made sets
Sagatavoti un sagriezti.
in various sizes.
Es viņus sasiedu kopā un izpurinu ūdeni ārā un liek strauji žāvēties. Tagad mēs sākam veidot puzuru.
Now she will start making a puzurs, so we need a set of 12.
Redzīgi ir un arī precīzi ir nogriezti. Mēs paņemam savu pirkstiem. Tas ir izsākt ārā. Vakali precizitāte ir, kā saka, tev nav vajadzīgs lineāls, un reiz to var precīzi visu izmantot.
She also said it's very, very important that you have equal size, otherwise they will not turn out good.
Auzā pilnas diegu. Jauksim, viņš negriež pušu. Smilgā mēs izmantojam likdiegu. Tā diegu.
And she said that depending on the size of those straws that we are using, we use either a more thinner, finer thread or a more thick one like a wool, right, for example. So first we make a small triangle like this.
Kopā. Dieva zīme, ja?
And triangle is the sign of God, actually, in Latvian mythology. Yes, Nikos, we will send a link of the video. We will also post a link of a creative workshop description that we have of making a puzurs. We will do it just when the video will stop.
Un to mēs viņu pašķilķinam apakšā. Taisni tāda pati. Liekam uz priekšu. Un
And here we can see, of course, she's doing it very fast, that we can make this special form of puzurs, but we will do it much slower and all together. Because especially making the first one can be a little bit tricky, but when you learn the technique, it's something that you can do fast, and it's a very nice relaxing activity for the winter time. So here we have, as you see, we make 4 small triangles. Then we add another piece. And then we make that three-dimensional shape. And it will show you it slowly, so we can make it all together. And look, we have already, puzurs is ready. And that's how we make one single puzurs. But what is the typical decoration is actually a set of different elements which are put together in different shapes and forms. Today we will learn to make the basic unit of puzurs, and then if you have time and creative mood, you can make very nice large structures as well.
Jā, šis video, Alise, ir YouTube. Ja vajag to saiti, es sapratu, links kaut kur būs mājaslapā, ja?
Yes,
jā, Nikos jautāja. Ja?
Es ielikšu, jā. I will put now a link of a creative workshop we have done in another project, which also has nice pictures, and at the end of it, we have also a link to this particular video that we just saw.
Ir redzams, jā, Alise? Te ir neliela schēma, tieši tāpat kā Ausmas Pauviņa meistare veidoja to puzurīti stāstot, te ir schematiski parādīts, kā veidot, kā salikt tos stiebriņus nedaudz saprotamāk no jūsu puses, lai jūs varētu redzēt. Un tagad mēs varam mēģināt izgatavot puzuri, vai visi ir gatavi un vai ir interese izgatavot tieši saistē puzurīti.
So now here on the screen, you can see a good visual instruction how to make puzurs. And are you ready? Do you have the material? Should we make a puzurs now together online? Well, I'm ready.
Me too.
I'm also ready.
Ir tomēr interese, ja?
We are a few, pāris cilvēki ir sagatavojušies.
That's good. Tad ņemam mēs 3 salmiņus.
So let's start.
Vispirms diega garums 12 salmiņi, izmēram viena salmiņa garumu, cik centimetri ir, un sareizinam ar 16. Tā jūs zināsiet, cik garu diegu nepieciešams.
So first of all, you need to know the length of thread. So you measure one of the straws that you have and multiply by 16. And then you will know the length of the thread that you need.
Tā varam sākt, laikam, jā?
Let's start.
Jau diedziņš varbūt būs gatavs. Ieveram 3 salmiņus uzreiz diegā iekšā ar adatu.
So now we connect 3. We will make a small triangle first. So as you understand, we need a heavy needle so that it falls down easily.
Kad ir ievērts, tad sasien mezgliņu, lai neraisās vaļā.
And then this is the first and only place where we make a knot, because this has to be fixed, this small triangle. So what we have now is a triangle.
Dieva zīmīte mums ir.
It's a sign of the god in Latvian mythology.
Un tālāk mēs veidosim Māras zemi, zigzag, 3 stūrīšus. Veram vienu salmiņu.
Now we add another one. Divi tomēr,
And divus vajag.
So 2, now 2 more.
Un nolokam, lai veido, 3 stūrīti, un šajā vietā mēs mezgliņu netaisam, bet vienkārši izveram cauri iepriekšējiem 3 stūrītim.
And here we don't make a knot, we don't have to do it. We just turn the thread around to connect these, so that to have a shape like Anita is showing us, 2 triangles together.
Un tieši tāpat mēs vēl uztaisam vēl 2-3 stūrīšus. Atkal ņemam 2 salmiņus.
And now exactly the same way, again, we put on 2 pieces more, and we make another triangle. So now we will have 3 triangles in a row. And the same, we connect it with the other parts. Look, we have
Jā, un tieši tāpat savienojam izverot un nesienot mezgliņu.
No knots needed to make. We just put the thread around the connection, the previous triangle, and they will be nicely connected and not too stiff. That's important here, because the puzurs should be also flexible.
Un uztaisam 4. 3 stūrīti, lai mums ir 4 3 stūrīši, atkal ņemam 2 salmiņus.
And 2 more, and we should have now 4 triangles in front of us. As you see also in the picture, you see number 6.
Un pēc tam ieveram vēl vienu salmiņu, tad, kad ir 4 3 stūrīši. Jā, tas ir 6. attēls schēmā.
And then when we have these 4 triangles, we add one more straw, and then the magic will happen.
Un savienojam ar to stūrīti, kas mums ir augšā un augšā vai apakšā atkarībā, kā jūs turat. Tieši tāpat izveram cauri.
And now, as you see in the picture, we take this one additional straw that we have and connect it with the corner of the other side. This is in my opinion, the most trickiest part, but you take one side and connect it with the other, with the furthest point on the other side. And you have a three-dimensional structure now, as Anita is showing us. Is it okay? This is a bit tricky part. Did you manage to do it? Any questions, maybe?
Tā, kaut kas chatiņā ierakstīts ir, jāpaskatās.
Es iemetu, tas ir links.
Sapratu. Tā, un tad mēs ņemam nākamo salmi. Mums palika 2 stiebriņi. Cerams, ka pārējiem arī palikuši 2 stiebriņi. Ņemam vienu.
Now we need 2 more. So we take 1.
Viens ir. Un tad mēs sastiprinam ar to 3 stūrīti, kas ir viens pats karājās mums viens. Un arī izveram cauri.
And now you have to connect one straw that you put on the needle with a triangle that didn't have any additional sides. I think if you put it correctly, you should very easily actually see where to connect the other 2 in order to create the shape of puzurs. If anyone has questions, you can show us. You can show us on the screen what you have made, and we can help you maybe if you have any problems at this point.
Un palika tad arī pēdējais, kurš arī ir jāpiesien klāt. Iever pēdējo un sasienam mezgliņu. Un veidojās mūsu octahedrons tās, jeb dimantiņš, kā sauc viņu.
And now we add the last one, and we have this tridimensional shape ready. It's like a diamond shape.
Un te sasienam mezglu un var nogriezt galviņus.
And now tie the last knot, and you can cut the thread if you wanted to have a.
Es parasti atstāju vienu to garāko diegu, lai jau būtu diedziņš, ar ko gatavu piesasiet puzurīšus, savienot viens ar otru dimantiņus.
Anita is saying that she usually leaves one big thread so that she can later attach puzurs in the desired place at home.
Tad, kad ir gatavs viens dimantiņš, var veidot ļoti daudz šos te dimantiņus un dekorēt var ar putnas spalvām vai arī ar sarkaniem dzīpariņiem. Es esmu sastiprinājusi šeit 2 kopā. Viņi noteikti pakārta viņi grieztos.
So here Anita was telling about the traditional decoration. So traditionally puzurs were decorated with bird feathers or colorful wool yarn. So here you can see a puzurs decorated with the feathers, and also you can see that what Anita has done, she has connected 2 puzurs, one bigger, one smaller. That's a traditional way how we do it in Latvia and other northern countries. So we make structures from puzurs, and then also when you hang them somewhere in the house, you will have very nice this play of light and shadow on the walls, and you will also see the nice ornaments on the walls.
Jā, kāpēc lika putnas spalviņas? Putnas spalvas simbolizē laimas slotiņu, kuras attīra ceļu un aizslauka visas negatīvās nedienas.
So also these bird feathers, they have a deep meaning in Latvian mythology. So they are symbolizing the broom of Laima. So Laima is one of traditional Latvian gods, and this broom of Laima, they are cleaning the air, cleaning the path for new positive things in the next year.
Un ja dekorē ar to krāsainu dzīvu, tad piesaista auglību.
And decoration with colorful yarn, it also has a deep meaning. It attracted fertility, which of course in the farms was very important.
Ja puzuri griežas un kustās, tad mājās viss ir labi.
And puzurs should be, as we mentioned in the beginning, they should be made flexible without many knots so that they can move around in the house. And sorry, Anita, what you said, ja viņi kustās, tad nes mājās.
Ja kustās, tad ir laime mājās.
They bring
Viņiem ir
happiness.
jāgriežās, jā.
They should move and bring happiness to the house. And here in this picture, you can also see those ornaments that we mentioned, that we see on the around the room when puzurs are moving.
Ja puzurīts negriežas, tad būs nelaime, atnesīs, kaut kāda nelaime būs, vai negācijas kaut kādas būs. Un parasti kāra istabas stūros, jo tur visvairāk uzkrājās negatīvās enerģijas.
And vice versa, it was supposed that if puzurs is not moving, then it will attract negative energies and misfortunes. And typically puzurs were hung in the corners of the rooms because the negative energy accumulates there, according to the ancient Latvian tradition.
Jā, šis te puzurs bija rotājums ne tikai uz Ziemassvētkiem, bet skaities arī rudens un ziemas rotājošais elements, un tāpēc bieži vien kāra arī aizsardzībai virs bērna gultiņām šūpuļiem, jo ticēja, ka bērns augs laimīgs un priecīgs, un tiek pasargāts no slimībām un ļaunajiem spēkiem.
Also, puzurs, they were made not only during Christmas time, but generally in autumn and winter, and they were often hung above the beds or cradles of small children, because this way they will safeguard children from illnesses, from any evil forces, diseases, and the kid would grow up happy and joyful.
Jā, mēs jau tā, liels paldies, es ļoti ceru, ka kādam noderēja, un ja varbūt vēlēs padalīties, varbūt var ieslēgt video un parādīt, kas ir izdevies.
Yes, let's show what we made, even if you didn't make it. Would be nice to see what we have done. Anyone managed to make puzurs? Denny.
Denny, yes. Oh.
Someone else? Or
Putting the last straw.
Sarita is also making one. And anyway, all those of you who didn't have maybe time or materials today, take the links that we put in the chat, and you can make your puzurs anytime in your own pace and time when you would like to do it. And it's really, I must say, enjoyable. Really, maybe the first one is a bit challenging, especially when we make it from 1-dimensional into 3 dimensions. But after that, from the second puzurs, you will really enjoy it. And it's a nice, relaxing activity. And a beautiful, beautiful decoration, especially if you have many and connect them. But our son also has made a nice red one.
You can also buy straw, which is already prepared. And like Sanika and I did, also in different colors. So then you have it like this here. And yes.
Exactly. And I think now if you want to also to make a more natural version, there are actually straws from bamboo that would be close to the original. Very nice, Anna. Very nice. Let me make a nice print screen.
Jā, un pārsvarā puzuriem izvēlējās tieši šo te zeltaino krāsu, jo tā simbolizēja gaismu, saulīti, tāpēc arī ties brūni dzeltenie tonīši, un sarkanais tas arī laimes tas simboliņš auglības.
Sanita, can you make also one print screen just in case? I did, but to have one more. Thank you, everyone, and follow the news of our project. Next month, we will have another webinar. We don't know yet the date, but we will distribute it in our channels by all partner organizations, and hopefully we'll see some of you next time as well.